Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here. We're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of October 20th, 2022. The current character challenge is Earth 2 Hawkgirl. That is a 1 week repeat. I say that like it hasn't been that for a very long time now.
Right.
It's almost just like that's how long challenges are. They're just a week now.
Yeah.
The required characters are Flash, Solomon Grundy, and Green Lantern, who you can get at bronze for all of them. So you can buy them straight from the store. Get them pretty easy. So this is one of the easiest challenges for new characters, or for new players, sorry.
Bar the Suicide Squad ones that
have no requirements at all, yeah. And so her passive is Concussive Blow, which means each special and combo ender has a 30% chance to stun an opponent. Hawkgirl does 100% more damage against stunned opponents and an additional 25% for each Earth 2 teammate. She's got 1,400 attack and 1,300 health. She was last available on the 23rd of December, 2021.
Okay, so this isn't in my notes, but it just occurs to me how they try to... The older Scold characters have one ability.
Yeah.
These newer ones, she's got 3 abilities, and they sort of try to hide it. But they try to hide it in 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Like into 2 paragraphs. So, I mean, technically it's even 4.
4, yeah, if you really want to count.
Every special has a chance to stun. Because you know how some have an ability on a special?
Yeah.
Like, Arkham Origins Joker, I think.
Yeah, special 30% chance to stun, combo under 30% chance to stun, 100% damage against stunned opponents, and then damage boost against stunned opponents for every Earth 2 teammate.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they really are loading her, and she's got good high stats.
Yeah.
The combined base stats are less than last week's, which was 1,800, I think, but this week it's 1,700, but it's front loaded, meaning it's all in the attack. Not all, but 1,400 in attack, so it's really good.
Yeah.
The problem, I guess, is... Alright, so stun and combo ender is okay. It's not great. If your tap combo is unblocked, you get a combo ender about half the time. So you're only getting a stun on 30% of that 50%, which is 15% of the time. When you're attempting a tap combo, you'll get this effect. And getting it on a special is great, but 30% is, it's not enough. The fact that it stacks with her chance of stun on special 1 independently with her passive makes it better, and better than the stun chance of other Hawkgirl skins. Mm-hmm. So it's a slight improvement, but not... I can see why it's not the only abilities, right?
Yeah.
Then the boosted damage against stunned opponents is great. That's half the damage boost you would get using either Cloak of Destiny or Necron Scythe, or 3/4 if she's on a full Earth 2 team. Mm-hmm. So teaming her with Earth 2 Flash is great for the chance to stun on Tagans as another bonus, like another chance to stun. And with Cloak and Necron, all 3 Earth 2 teammates can have boosted stun damage because she gets it naturally, and her teammates can get it both. And if she has Earth 2 teammates with Earth 2 Flash, then everybo's potentially stunning on Tagan. And that is kind of neat. It's a really good synergy.
Yeah. So there we go. This is the 126th week in a row of a repeating pattern of challenges that started in May of 2020. We've had 2 complete runs of a 43-week cycle. We are 40 weeks into our 3rd cycle, which means, 3 more weeks, and then we're going to see the cycle start again. Although I think where it started feels a little arbitrary, right? It doesn't feel like there was any particular reason why like a chain would have started at one date versus another. So it
does, because the one before that would have been a different thing in the cycle.
Yeah, but what I mean is that if the developers were trying to change it up, right? I don't feel like, there'd be any reason why there'd be like an arbitrary like week entry to change it in. Yeah. So, I don't feel like we're holding our breath for anything to be different.
Right. Nothing special.
And so if the pattern holds, next week will be Martian Manhunter. And just a reminder, 23 challenge characters remain missing. And I guess that's why I'm kind of thinking about it potentially changing, is because ideally you'd want it to have everybody.
Right. And I think we have a question for next week's Q&A talking about the missing challenge characters. Because it's interesting consideration. But anyways, we can talk about that next time.
This week's multiplayer reward is Cassandra Cain Batgirl, whose ability is Assassin's Ambush. On Tagan, Cassandra Cain attacks, causing opponent to lose 25% of current health. She's got 1,150 attack and 950 health. Last available on the 17th of March 2022. This is 94 weeks in a row of a consistent pattern, so that's 3 complete cycles of a 31 reward sequence. This is the first week of sort of the 4th cycle of that. And thankfully for this one, there's nothing missing.
Right.
Next week, we should see Soul Taker Sword for the multiplayer reward.
Right. So, and she's got 1 ability.
Yeah. And it's not that good. It reads better than it plays.
Right. Okay.
When you first hear it, it sounds like it's better than it is.
Right. So her stats are lowish. only 1150 attack, 950 health. Along with Ares, she was one of the first multiplayer character season rewards. And that's why her stats seem so low now, because when she was released, they were decent. They were actually pretty good. Maybe middle, upper class, upper level kind of stats.
Yeah, it's the type of power creep. Not creak. I don't know what that means. Where they just slowly turn up the dial, right? It's really easy when you just have numbers, and if you just make the numbers bigger, your people are just better.
Right. And so 25% is a decent amount of health reduction, but the problem is they stuck in that word current, and it literally is current.
If it was maximum, it would be ridiculous. It would be way, way, way too much.
Right, because, well, would it be, though? Like 4 tag-ins, you'd have to tag in 4 times to knock somebody out.
But if you had Hawkgirl and you had people tanked up, you could win, I think, every time. I think, because there'd be no way to block that damage. I think it wouldn't be fun, necessarily, but it would be a way of guaranteeing your win.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. I hadn't considered it like that. I always feel like the potential of what I want it to be makes me... Yeah. Skews my perspective a little bit.
Yeah, but I think anything that makes you win every time, no matter what, as long as you don't screw it up really, really badly, is like not something that you necessarily want.
The point of comparison, though, to me is Teen Titans Raven, where her passive can knock someone out after her special's complete, because it's absolute damage, not a percent. So I don't even know if Cassandra Cain Batgirl can still knock somebody out if they're down to 1 health from being bled out.
Oh.
When you tag in... Like it would round back up. Yeah, if it rounds back
or
up.
if the lowest that it can round to is 1. If it's at least 1 point of damage. Yeah.
So what you're seeing is that one of the times where we're doing current team with Cassandra Cain Batgirl, and normally I'd say you can lean into the tag-in damage by giving her Claw of Horus for another 10%, but we're giving Claw of Horus to Injustice to Aquaman because she has such a powerful special 1 when geared the way she is. And her passive reduces opponent's health already at the beginning. She doesn't need more than the Tantu Totem be the special specialist. And that lets our secondary attacker, in this case Injustice to Aquaman, to have both Master's Death Cart and Enchantress Companion gear with Claw of Horus to make him super effective at both stripping gears off the opponent as well as bleeding them out by either having multiple special 1 effects with either just 1 bar on tag-in, and then he can... sort of leverage Master's Death Card to do multiple bleeds and multiple gear shatters, or with 2 bars, and then it's the Enchantress skulls coming in after his special when he does a second one that really bleeds them out or strips all their gears. So, so I guess if you're going to use... We don't have Cloak of Destiny on Cassandra Cain Batgirl specifically. She's the only Batgirl that doesn't really... It's not that she doesn't do well with it. It wastes the stun on Taggin because her passive actually...
does damage. It knocks them out of it.
Right. It stops the stun. It gets them out of stun. So she's a good candidate if you wanted a double Batgirl team where one of them would get Cloak and she would get Necron Scythe. Yeah.
So there we go. In the store, we've got the Blackest Night Martian Manhunter Challenge Pack for 200,000 credits. And that just gives you the 6.16% chance instead of the normal 2.86% chance of you getting the character.
Right. And what's neat is that he's one of the few characters that's actually listed in the original challenge pack. So you know, instead of having to guess that he would be 2.86 by...
Because everybody is.
Because everybody is. He literally is. Because sometimes they do something funky where maybe the percentages are a little different.
Sometimes you find out that it turns out the most common person from a pack is the one that you really don't care about at all.
That's right. And we've figured that out sometimes with just doing a pack opening.
Yeah, like or the one that you want is the one that's rare for some reason. Like there's one character that's rare and it's the only one that's actually like good. But yeah, so it doesn't unlock in your store. It is kind of a clue to next week's challenge, right?
Because there's no Martian Manhunter Prime pack. And that's who we believe, based on the schedule, is going to be next week's challenge. So this has been the previous stand-in. Like there's, like a different skin Martian Manhunter pack.
Yeah.
When it's the week before Martian Manhunter Prime's challenge.
Yeah, so it seems likely.
Yep.
We also have the Bleed Out pack, which is in its third week? First week, sorry. I don't know why I'm getting mixed up. It's $24.99 Canadian. It comes with Batman Returns Catwoman, Regime Aquaman, and Mortal Kombat Scorpion, and the last 2 of those are challenge characters.
A bit expensive. I'm not a big fan of this pack.
Yeah, I mean, we're not a fan of really any of the packs. For like their price to value ratio,
Yeah.
they're all pretty mediocre.
But some of them are powerful enough that, like, to me, if there's an Arkham Knight Batman pack, it feels like it's powerful enough to make it worth it, and then it unlocks the ability to get him in some of the Nth Metal packs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's almost like a secondary, like, unlocked in the store. That's like the closest thing you get to an unlock in the store, and I think that's like the bottom line, which is that if you don't unlock them somewhere else, then buying just one copy is not really valuable.
Right.
We also have the character bundle Batman versus Superman. That is $24.99. That comes with Dawn of Justice Batman, Dawn of Justice Superman, and 2 gears. So it's the Dawn of Justice ones. And then I'm blanking on the gear set.
So that's Batman's hooded cloak, which becomes the cowl, and the glasses, which becomes Clark Kent's glasses.
Okay, yeah.
And so, yeah, this pack, when it was first introduced, or maybe not the first introduced, but way back in 2020 when it was out, the price was $18.99. So it's been $24.99 for a while, but it used to be even cheaper. And we're always talking Canadian dollars. I wonder if that was when the Canadian dollar was doing better.
Maybe.
But I can't remember.
I don't know. And then we have all the packs that have been in there forever. So we have the Survivor pack, the Character Bundle Batman Universe pack. We have the Most Wanted pack that have all been there for, more than...
Oh, Most Wanted pack is his second year now. It's been 53 weeks.
That's true, yeah. And everything has been there for at least 41 weeks. And we also have the 300 Nth Metal celebration packs where all 3 of them, Joker, Aquaman, and Shazam, have been around for 38 weeks each, and then Aquaman had that extra 2 weeks partying on his own. In our Survivor, we have the League of Assassins gear set until the 2nd of November 2022. Phantom Zone is finished. Fight 62 is still broken.
All right, yeah. So last weekend's breakthrough for gold was Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, and next week's Martian Manhunter. So this coming weekend is probably going to be Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, and Lobo.
So timing unfortunate if you're getting Martian Manhunter for the first time.
Yeah. Link in the description to Reddit thread from one of the mods, Devlin16, that goes over the complete breakthrough cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And
so we missed the first week of this month. Our rule is normally first week of this month is where every month is where we go through the glitches. So for sort of a complete detailing of all the glitches, the good news is nothing has changed. Go back to the first video of last month, which is on the 1st of September.
Right. So the only thing that's worth mentioning is that the challenge reset has been confirmed on the current Earth 2 Hawkgirl challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, so to finish up, we'd like to give a huge thank you to all the lovely folks who support us on Patreon. That would be BomboBen, Console Peasant, and Edwoon, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word. Sinemac and Mohammed Albshaiti at the Yermes the Cheer tier. Shawn Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., Irvin Ruiz, Eddydoo, and Hoshi127, who are supporting us on the credited level. And Chris Wolff, Scarlet Dani, Awesomegamer241, Pavu RS, Gavin Mallott, and Isfar E at the gratitude level. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks so much to all of you for watching. We'll see you next time. Komoda!